Meantime, retired Court of Appeal President Dame Joan Sawyer knocking the Prime Minister's decision to lock the country down for a second time, describing the move as one that will bring the Bahamas to its knees. Our Matthew Moxie has this.
National health does not require you to lock everybody up. That makes no sense. It is not even common sense. Because if you lock up everybody, who's there to do the work? Who has been spreading this virus more than anybody else? The healthcare workers in this country.
Retired Court of Appeal President Dame Joan Sawyer heavily criticizing Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis over what she calls the stripping of constitutional liberties. Her sentiments followed Dr. Minnis ordering another nationwide lockdown. But Dame Sawyer says the restrictions imposed on Bahamians are effectively placing them on house arrest.
You're trying to micromanage my affairs, and you can't manage the affairs for which we elected you to office. You don't know where your powers end and my freedoms begin. You even have the gall to say on public TV that you might have to do something that's unconstitutional?
Yes.
You really already did it unconstitutional. You really now are showing to me that you were aware that you were breaking the Constitution. You were breaching our rights when you locked us up. Who gave you that authority? The Constitution gives you the right to declare a state of emergency, and it waives and it gives you the powers to exercise due process in a more limited situation. You can't have police coming to my porch and telling me I can't go on my porch.
Right.
She claims that the government has no right to lock down healthy people. Under the Constitution, she says when government declares a state of emergency, it is lawful to detain the individuals who are suspected to be infected and their contacts, but claims it is unconstitutional to lock down those that are not impacted.
When you shut down a nation and you shut down its industries, how do you get your economics restored when you weakened the population? And every time you get an outburst or a so-called surge, their word, you shut down the country again. When will it end? You have 5 years from 2017. Your time is almost up. And you've done nothing to put this country on the right path.
Scores of Bahamians have been charged with violating the emergency order. However, citing articles in Chapter 3 of the Constitution of the Bahamas, she says some people were wrongly convicted.
How do you make it a crime for me to come off my porch and go for a walk in my neighborhood? And the Article 29 specifically says, Article 24, 20, paragraph 4, is accepted from their powers.
Is accepted. What is that article then?
That article says that you cannot make that a crime. It was not a crime before.
Attorney General Carl Bethel responding to these claims via text, saying, quote, all Article 20, paragraph 4 does is to say that you can't make a criminal law to have retroactive effect. He further added that she seems to be saying that it prevents the creation of any new crimes at all. He says plainly she is wrong. He goes on to add that hundreds of new crimes have been created while she was Chief Justice and in the decades since she was Chief Justice. He concluded by saying so long as they have a prospective effect, then there is no violation of Article 20, paragraph 4, end quote. Despite this, however, Dame Sawyer says she will continue to be the voice of the voiceless.
And I'm not afraid of them. And I'm not afraid of death. If they are such good people, why are they so afraid to die? They don't believe in hell. They think this life is all there is. If they don't stop the path they're on, they will go to hell. Because they are destroying human lives. They're destroying the faith. They're destroying the faith.
Matthew Moxie, Eyewitness News.